And we are live. Session 26, OTNG. It's a bunch of D6s. Let's see here. We got Ethan, Nels, Peter, and Mike for what might be our final session of Beneath the Dragon Wall, though I'm not holding my breath.
Well, I mean, the timing of it makes it so that if we finish this, I know this is Horace's fifth, so whenever we finish this adventure,
this is Gerda's fifth.
And,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And whenever Garrett appears next time, you pop over too, because last session was his fourth session to pop him to 3. So,
ooh,
it's all stemming towards a.
It's all starting to stack up. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
It's all hedging towards a TPK.
Exactly.
No, don't say that. That's it. I'm going.
Yeah, that's why you're saying it's going to end tonight. Not because we're actually close to the adventure.
Right.
Because we're going to go fight the dragon lady again, and we're all going to die again.
Right. Well, this time you guys talked to the dragons, and that was a plus. Who would like to fill Mike in on last week's session or 2 weeks ago? I know we missed last week because I had some family stuff going on.
Someone was being a good parent.
I'll try.
Erica just got back, so I'm going to be back. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
So Nils will fill you in. Okay, so we cross, and Ethan, feel free to interrupt her and correct me. We crossed over the swamp and kicked the shit out of another crocodile. If I'm not
Mike,
mistaken.
you're here, right?
I'm here.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure Peter wasn't going to go through a big litany.
Yeah, I was there for that. I was there to go all the way up to the statue.
Yeah,
okay, so we started at the statue last time.
Myself on it.
Right.
Well, that's right. We went underground last time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we
so you could start from basically.
Yeah, worked our way across the valley, and
did you guys ring the bong?
No,
we should have.
No.
So you guys just left the statue.
But we might later. So
we know what it does.
Well, right, because we get to the cave, and the cave mouth has these huge, just giant, gouged out claw marks, like something was forcing its way out of the cave, like some gigantic, draconic shape was coming out of this cave at some point. So we understandably moved cautiously. Now, I don't have the access to that map, so I don't remember all the details. But we get to basically the dragon. And
there was a lava chamber.
Oh, that's right. We were losing points because of the heat and sulfur, and we had our faces all wrapped up in bandanas and stuff. That's right.
Mm-hmm. The one thing Horace remembered to tell people to do.
That's right. And the dragon came out, and it was a big bone thing. Basically, it was a dragon of bones, and it told a story. It told a story, which was very interesting. A love story between a human from Kingspire and a Kith lady from
a Kith princess from Kingspire and a human cleric from Baruch.
Baruch, thank you. I had it backwards. And they pissed off both their cultures so much because, well, Kith aren't human, and that wasn't good from his people's point of view. And he's beneath them, according to the Kith, and that was really an insult to them. So they captured the two of them. They tried to get away and captured the two lovers and turned them into dragons and separated them in 2 separate realms. And they can never be free. The only way they can ever be free is if one of them dies. And his love for her is eternal. But he also keeps getting back and forth, and he's pissed off at her because she keeps sending minions to try and kill him because she's Kith. So she's kind of over the whole I'm in love with you thing. And so he's torn. He's like, I love her. We can never be free until one of us dies, but it's not going to be me. I promise you that. It's not going to be me who dies. So there's a little enmity going on.
And this guy's master, his former deity, is also imprisoned over with his lady friend.
That's right. That's right. I forgot that. Yes, on the other side. Oh, and if you ring the gong, the bone dragon will come up out of the ground.
Yep. Which is probably what we should have done.
Told the story.
What?
The one that told the story.
Yes.
So why don't we summon him?
We have no reason to summon him. He's told us everything he's going to tell us, and now our plan is to go back into the tunnels and work our way through to the opposite side of the dragon wall, because that's what's dividing them, is the dragon wall, and see if we can't. We thought we'd go find his god, who's a trickster god, and see if there's a way that we can fuck everybody over and work with this guy, because he wants out too. And I'm thinking that dealing with either or both dragons is going to be a headache because they're both very emotional. But I think this trickster god would like to say, fuck you to the other chaos gods. And I think he'd like to use us to do it. This is just my guess.
You know, I'm wondering if this bone dragon guy, whoever he used to be, is it all related to like Dragor from the very beginning? Because she said that she had some sort of entitlement to Farouk.
Well, no, the lands above.
Well, he was a priest of Farouk when Farouk was a power in the world
and human.
Yeah, and he's actually a priest of Bafat Kor, right? The dragon god, the patron saint of Farouk.
Oh, you know what? We should tell him about how Dragora is totally disrespecting his god.
I'm gonna reconnect. I'm losing.
And playing his people.
Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah. We got to quit doing the fighting and get others to do it for us.
Exactly, especially when dragons are involved.
Agreed.
I read up on DCC dragons, and one of that size is we don't even stand a chance.
I've always assumed that in any game, if there's a dragon, you don't stand a chance, and if you do stand a chance, it's not a real dragon.
Yeah, I tried to convince my father to give me a small baby dragon, and then he read how powerful small baby dragons are, and he said no.
Well, with the strength of the boon comes the penalty, right? So
yeah.
If you want a dragon, you can have one. We'll figure that out.
As my father said, you know, if your wizard really wants a dragon, does he have the money to pay for the food to keep the thing fed?
That's a typical father answer. Hey, Mike.
Especially a father who's helping you through college.
Right.
Now I have an idea, Nils, and I'm not about. I don't know how many characters we can each bring tonight, but if one of us can bring 2, you might want to leave the elf behind this time, just because we have to go back under the dragon wall, and that caused him crippling pain before. Just a thought. Or Nils is off talking to Eric, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is. So we do need to make a decision about what the party composition is going to look like tonight for 5 characters. And it looks like when we last left the session, the first action was going to be a camping action.
Correct. Because we need to recover some points and get our shit together.
I'm going to go clean up my time tracking card, and I'll be right back with you. And then we can work through the camping stuff, and then maybe Nils will be back by then.
All right. Ethan, I'm going to step away. Stay awake.
What? Awake? Huh? Oh crap, that's inches, not millimeters.
I'm back.
Okay. Is today Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a game tonight.
Yeah. I basically at this point have lost all track of like what day is what.
That happened to me in college sometimes too, but for different reasons.
It's been that way for about whatchamacallit, somewhere around
I got one
week and a half now. I never have any idea what day it is.
All right, I'm back. Is Nils back?
I don't know. Is Nils back?
No.
Okay, you guys just, what is your party composition going to be tonight? You can dictate that to Nils since he's absent.
I think the halfling is more important than a secondary cleric, personally. Especially a lawful cleric, given the situation we seem to find ourselves in.
Mm. Well, thank you. I appreciate the vote of confidence for the halfling.
And the halfling is a nice luck battery.
And he's actually doing. He's almost back up there. Mike,
Yeah?
have a secondary character yet?
No, he doesn't have one, to my knowledge.
We have some camping to do.
So it sounds like Gerda, Hammy, Horace, and Gib, and Ridian. Is that right?
Sounds right.
That's what it sounds like.
What's in back?
Hey, we're just figuring out the party composition. The other players decided to leave your elf behind only because the travel beneath the dragon wall, which had seemed to cause him crippling pain and disability.
Yeah, but he wants to get to third level.
If you want to bring him instead of Ridian, that's okay with me too. It's your choice.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Or if you want to argue the elf in favor of the halfling, that's fine too.
Well, with the TPK coming, we definitely need the half one.
Okay. So the first action for tonight's session is camping. We ended the session last week as you were preparing to camp, but so through the camping procedure, I have it written down in my GM notes. Eat a ration of food. Recover 1 point of luck for the thieves and the halflings. Recover 1 point of spell burn for the casters. Recover 1 hit point. Reset any disapproval for the cleric. And 0 points of stamina recovery because you guys are starting to. This place is inhospitable.
Yeah, it's like we're not taking time and hang out in an inn.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The bed isn't quite
So does it?
Sorry?
We dressed and cut up some sort of animal a while ago, didn't we?
A crocodile. We've been eating good on that.
Yeah,
okay. I didn't actually get any of the stuff from it. So
when we did, Aaron just had us add to our rations.
Right, which I didn't do. So how many rations were there?
Well, I think
it was X number. It was like a D3 points of rations. So if you didn't note it down on your character sheet, you don't have it.
Okay. So somebody then could take a ration point off of them so I can have something to eat. That would be good.
Oh, certainly.
Who's going to feed Ridian?
I will.
Okay.
That's Gerda, not Hammy.
Well, feel my wrath.
And you are all now on day 6 of the harvest. And you might remember that I posted the calendar into the Google Drive. If anybody needs a link, I can send that to you. But it is your spell checks for the day are +2.
Ooh, finally.
That's what I was going to say. Before Garrett disappears, he's going to hand Horace his Warhammer because Warhammers work way better on stone and bone things than swords do.
Okay. And there's nothing, this is just a regular...
It's a generic Warhammer.
Just a regular Warhammer?
Yep.
If Horace falls, any equipment that you passed in this instance will fall with him.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. I just want you to be aware.
I just prefer to be better armed against my foes than to
Okay, sure, makes a lot of sense.
Especially, yeah.
Any questions or special actions that you guys want to take before we begin the overland travel again towards the Dragon Wall?
Oh yeah, and wait a minute. Let me double check how many snakes I have.
Oh yeah, that's right. You haven't used any yet, I don't think, right?
No, I didn't use any of my snake arrows.
Okay.
Yes, and I have their duration noted down on my GM calendar because you can't have a meaningful campaign without keeping meaningful time records.
Yeah, I have 2 days left on it after this, if I'm not mistaken.
I have...
Or a day and a half?
Your arrows end today. So...
Okay, so the night before, I'm going to see if I can't have made some more.
Do you want to check before resting, or do you want to check at the start of the day?
Before resting, I want to cast these.
What's your current disapproval?
At that point, it was 3.
Okay. Just checking for...
no, please.
For continuity's sake. For everybody else's benefit, I had rediscovered the lost Ildevar disapproval table that I had been working on with Peter when we started his character and finished fleshing it out. So Ildevar now has a custom disapproval table. So go ahead and make your spell check, Peter.
I apparently don't have my... to level 2 mid. Did I not update my... Oops. There it is. Slinging stones. All right. Well, and that's in my disapproval.
Well, it's a 7, so I'm just checking to see. I'm just checking right now to see if it's the actual spell check value or the die roll in the disapproval.
It's range. A 5 actually, because the day I cast it, we were at a -2. So it's a +2, -2, and then my level. So
5.
+2 because of my personality. So it's a 5. It's outside of the disapproval level.
Which is outside of your disapproval range or disfavor range, or I'm not sure how to call this because they use disapproval in a couple of different ways in the context of the rule.
It says disapproval range next to the boxes.
Yes,
so.
Range. Natural one means disapproval. Each failed check increases the disapproval range increases from natural 1 or 2, therefore 3, so on. Okay. It's the natural roll, Peter.
Okay, so 2 is a.
It is. So it is the. So we get to use your special table now.
Oh, poop monkeys!
Yeah.
Well, Garrett's got his disapproval going too.
So now what you need to do is your disapproval had been at 4. Is that right?
No, it was at 3. It just went.
It was at 3. So you'd get the delta between the 2 results, and that's how many D4 you roll. So it sounds to me like you roll 1 D4.
Well, I just rolled a D20 because the table was a D20.
It's not, because it's progressive, right? So as your disapproval grows, the potential for and dicing low on a spell check means that you have this greater chance to
screw something up with your
right.
God, right? And then you roll more D4, and then you can get higher on the table. So I am just checking.
So I rolled a 1.
So then we just need to look at the table and see what the 1 result gets.
No healing or beneficial casting to those of an opposite alignment. Neutral count both other alignments as opposite.
Right.
So good thing I did this yesterday and not today.
Right. So we're having a little time warp here. Do you want to cast any more, or do you want?
No, not after that. I think it's a sign that Ildevar is telling me to take a nap and just.
Yeah, I was gonna say if our cleric couldn't heal, maybe Gerda disappears for a little while our other cleric comes back.
Yeah, but we've already started the session, so.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. We're fine. It sounds like it managed to work out. So.
Yeah, the gods of fate and men have solved this problem for you. Exactly. So dawn breaks. You guys have finished with your camping session. Are there any special actions you want to take before you begin your travel?
Part of me's tempted to look at the big banner we carry around to see what our fate to die is this time, but instead I'm going to pull out my copy of the map I made of the underground.
Ah, okay.
Horace is just going to refreshen up the bandana that he's been using to cover his mouth.
Okay. And let's see. Remember, you can travel 1 square an hour. And you can go ahead and move your token as you wish.
Back out of the cave?
Oh yeah,
you're at the dragon. You're currently
statue dragon
at the dragon mount. At Mount Dragon Doom.
Okay.
Anything with Mount Doom.
And why did we come back to here?
Because we were exhausted and
so you guys
we wanted to camp up there.
Traveled across over to the cave, and then you left.
Because there's all those freaking
back.
giant lizard things that keep attacking us.
Yeah, you all had some encounters with some monsters.
Yeah.
Land gators.
Okay,
Yeah.
who's gonna move the token, or should I just do it?
Did you just move it?
Yeah, that's 1 square. So that's an hour.
We're gonna retrace. What's our objective now?
So the party's decided to head back to the Dragon Wall over here, Mike. Back to the Dragon Wall over here again, and descend into the labyrinth below the Dragon Wall to try to find a way to the other side.
Got it.
I think we need to go back to the beginning of the maze where it's split and go the other direction.
The other direction, right?
Okay, so that was 2. It was a 2nd hour traveled.
I think we should retrace our step.
This is where we encountered that one band of whatever, like primitive.
Yes, out in the Badlands here, you had a couple of random encounters.
Yeah, so that's where we encountered the primitive, like lizard caveman or whatever.
And we don't know if they're the Kith Lady Dragon's forces or the Bone Dragon's forces.
Right.
Let's see.
But we know they're one of the other.
I love the new macro with the polyhedrals and whatnot.
I think they're
being able to see something is really cool.
Yeah, with the funky dice is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Gibb, please make a luck check.
Did not pass.
Okay.
Not the attack roll.
Unlucky.
I think you meant to save that for his next
Okay, you guys can continue with your travel.
Well, we're just moving along the same line.
It is now 8 a.m. You've been traveling. You've 3 hours from dawn.
I love the light this time of day. It's just like the light every other time of day.
That's why we like it.
That's it. We're watching the rocks for movement to make sure none of those damn giant lizards come after us.
Okay. Was that 2 or 3 squares you moved there?
That's just
1.
A 2.
Did I move 2? You moved us? Okay. Oh, I see. Yes.
Go ahead and move your 3rd square, and then I'll make another check for an encounter.
Okay. I'm just following the green path.
Very good. It's fine.
It's a good idea. Let's see here.
That means I can paint some bronze on the Greek. Oh, look. Nothing but friendly natives.
Nothing but friendly natives.
Gnomes bringing us gifts. It's the Lollipop Guild. No.
Right, who would like to sketch?
With mashed potatoes.
Who would like to sketch the battlefield?
What's it look like?
So I'll sketch a really high wall that we're atop, and
That's
then
fine.
the enemy is really far
You
below.
can sketch whatever you like.
Ooh.
Jeez, what does that mean?
It's 50 yards below us in a sheer cliff.
Don't do 50
with the
yards,
pen.
but
Cool. Thanks,
Get
Peter.
our grasses. Okay. High grasses.
Shrubbery. Each of those squares is 5 feet for scale purposes.
That's a fallen log.
ooh, fancy. That's a really big log.
It was a big tree.
I think you should be our map sketcher all the time. You're so artistic.
No, it is my degree. It's what I do all day.
It's what I do.
That doodle.
Yeah, I just sit around and add 2 + 2 all day.
No, ones and zeros, dude. We know what you're doing. These
This
are rocks.
semester, it's not ones and zeros.
It's not easy to do with a trackpad. I hear Wakeland tablets are nice.
It's already looking better than anything I was going to draw.
You just stick to engineering, bud.
Pretty much.
But
Let's see. This is helpful too, Peter, because it lets me fiddle with the tokens that I need to get sorted.
That work for you?
For the encounter? Sure. Why don't you go ahead and set the party out where you need to be? Here is Gib, Ridian, Hammy, Horace, and Gerda.
Oh, I guess I should draw some more. It's a much bigger field than I saw. Sorry.
That's okay. You can copy and paste that. You can, just use the arrow tool, draw a selection box, Control C and Control P, and then drag the new bits out, and you can rotate or do whatever the heck you want to it. Ah, yes, these things.
Well, I guess I'd best get painting again.
Oh, interesting. Let's see. Could somebody give me a reflex check, DC 12?
Oh, for surprise.
Anyone would be fine.
Horace will go ahead and throw it then.
It's not letting me paste.
Oh, interesting. Let me see if I can do it.
There you go.
Reflex save. Is that for armor?
Hey, what happened?
Just
Oh, that was bad.
that looks like a fail.
Yeah.
I can see a 12 right on the side there.
I see a 20.
Let's see, what are these things? They are.
Yeah. This is a surprise check. Horace was like tying his shoe.
It's like, wow, look at these beautiful grasses.
He was admiring the terrain everywhere except where he should have been.
You guys can set yourself in whatever marching order you prefer.
I'm guessing we want the warrior at the front.
You're traveling towards the east.
Juliet is the sun. All right. Do we want Gerda as number 2? And Amy can bring up the rear? Or do you want Gerda at the rear?
And you all don't have to march.
Y'all
don't have to march adjacent to one another. You can spread. I mean, this is open wilderness, so you can do as you like.
Are we moving from east? No, we're moving west to east, aren't we? So I'm facing the wrong way.
Yes, you're moving from west to east. How's that look, Peter?
I like that. Especially without any monsters in it. Leave them out.
Mm-hmm.
Who's all in the party right now?
Gib, Horus, the warrior, Gerda the cleric, Vidian the wizard, and Hammy the thief.
And which character was Gib again?
Gib is the black character.
Got him right in the middle there. Is Gib the one with the bow or with the?
Yeah, that's fine right there.
There we go. Now we know what's north, south, east, and west.
Very nice.
I get it confused enough times.
Again, let's not mess it up with any more tokens. Don't need any monsters. It's just messy. Messy.
Exactly. In fact, a teleportation scroll would be fantastic.
Oh, boy. We keep getting sucked into these other worlds that we don't want to be in.
We really should invest in teleportation scroll. Just saying.
Portable port key.
That works. If that means 7 dragons, I'm scared.
7 something. I like the 0. Could you do that again?
The 0.
It says you rolled a 0.
I'll give you a 0.
Why I oughta.
Okay, the counter set. You guys are surprised by two of those large, kind of horse-sized lizards. They're like the size of small horses. They have these 2 big, hard ridges that run across their back. Ashy gray, and you are surprised.
These are the same things that
you have fought these before, yeah.
We do not like them.
Let's see, they have a movement of 40. So that will get them to here. Oops, wrong hat, wrong browser.
Nothing up your sleeve. Presto. Ah.
Ow.
No doubt about it. I got to get a new hat. Now here's something we hope you really like.
And then this one will get to here. All right. And there is, let's see. There is a claw and, see, there's a bite and a claw.
I thought we discussed it and felt that that was excessive.
High dive for the attack result. So that's Gerda height as the high end. That's Gerda for the bite and Amy for the claw. And the bite is, oh, that's gonna hit with
ouch.
And you'll take,
I have an armor class of 18 and that's still gonna hit me.
Yeah, you take 7. Chomp. And the claw lashes out at Horus for a miss.
Yay!
Okay.
Horus put his shield up this time.
Does anybody want to cast a spell?
Yes.
Not this turn. I mean, not me.
Okay. Ridian?
Is
Nils, are you with us?
I don't think Nils has been with us for a while, to be honest.
Sorry, I actually have been. I've been on mute. Yes, I want to cast spell.
Yeah, he is back. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll the initiative then, Nils? And beat a...
Thanks.
Beat a 16.
We've done it before.
You could do it right now. You could roll a 17 just to spite you. Ah!
Oh, an
He's
18.
gonna spite me. I'm spitting.
Spite +1.
Plus 1. I love it. All right. You guys are up.
All right, spellcasters, I defer to you.
Go for it.
Meridian's getting hairy.
All right, sleep time.
Da, 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 da.
Just for the record, these things bite hard.
The bite is worse than their claw.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. Still roll a 16 with a base of 9.
That is good.
That is really good.
That goes off.
Yes. Oh, and I actually have my books down here this time.
I say, if my memory serves me right, this puts all enemy to sleep within 3 rounds.
I think you've got an extra +2 in there for some reason. The Elven Lucky spell.
Right. That's the +2 for the days +2.
You're right, because of the spell checks. I had forgotten about those.
Hey, we've been having -3,
Yeah,
-2. So we've been looking forward to this.
Two targets in the cast range must save or fall asleep for a D6 turns. Targets may be wakened through normal means. Specify the interruption. Okay.
So
they get safe.
It's a will check.
Yeah, against 16, I guess.
And is it affecting both of them or just one?
Up to 2 targets, so that would be 2.
Woohoo!
Here is the save for the one that's currently got its mouth on Gerda. That is a pass.
Really?
Oh.
He rolled a 16.
I rolled a 15 with the +2 will save.
Oh.
And I have to beat the spell check target of 16. Here's the second one.
At least it's only a +2.
We did not approve any pluses.
He falls asleep.
One goes down at least.
At least it's not. Actually, I prefer it to be the one who's chomping at it, or not chomping at it.
Yeah, I would prefer it to be the one chewing on me, but hey, you know what? I'll take what we can get.
All right, I think there's a few more heroes to go.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Eckham's Mask. So how do I do what Nils did where it's included in, or it's too hard and I should just roll it?
You have to set it up in the character sheet.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Eckham's Mask. Here we go.
3. That looks like a failure.
See you later, alligator.
Well, to plus,
Okay.
plus severals.
Well, it's a 3.
You need a +8 to get up, though.
Oh, okay. It's not that plus that much.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. What level are you, Mike?
3.
3. So that'd be, I rolled a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's still a long ways away.
And then the +2 for the daily spell check, right?
That was included. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
All right. The non-spellcasters. I like how Mike's hiding over here in the bushes.
He's not stupid. All right, go ahead, Horace.
Horace is going to try and do what he always does with these creatures and try and lop their heads off.
I like the 30 points of damage he's capable of doing. I enjoy that aspect of his character.
Any mighty
Me
deed?
too. The mighty deed is to take his sword and try and get as far through this dragon creature's neck as he can. The deed didn't go off, but that's a 20 total.
Woohoo!
Nice. That was almost a crit for you.
Almost. So close.
What?
It's a crit for a level 4 warrior.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a higher crit or a lower crit number for you guys.
He does have a crit range that slowly gets lower, but it's the natural score on the die that gives him the crit.
Right.
Right.
So 19
So
is. So I'm 1920 right now.
Got it. Okay. That was at a faster progression.
Yeah.
No. As soon as I hit a level 4, it goes up. For 7 points. Didn't go through the neck, but it still hit.
It did.
I'm impressed.
Anyone else? Hammy or
Gerda.
Oh yeah, she has to hit this thing with a solid whack. It's got its mouth on her. Stop that. Drop it. Drop it.
I tried to lop its head off. Sorry.
Drop it. Drop it.
Word of command. Drop.
I don't have any attack bonus. This is ridiculous. I have to change dice. Hold on. Oh, God. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, man. That's the crit.
Wow, look at that. Crit.
This is what happens when you bite me.
I'll bite you back. All right.
So technically it's a 22 because she has a +2 to her attack.
Okay, cool.
Crit die D10, crit table 3.
All right, go ahead. I've got it right here.
I rolled a 2.
Um,
Anything affect that?
luck if you have it.
No, then it's a 1 because I have a -1 to my
Oh, -1. Savage attack inflicted additional D6 of damage with this strike. Tell me what happens.
Ooh, I got it right in the eye. Smack.
All right, so you're gonna longsword is a D8 plus a D. Ooh.
Oh goodness!
And then there's the D6.
Woo!
10 points.
Yes.
Plus the 7 I've already done. Man, that sucker is taking a beating.
So shall we point out that the cleric has just done more damage than our 30-point dealing warrior?
Well, he operates in a sort of a sine curve.
I thought that went out the same.
Yeah, see, last session, I was very much down at the bottom because I missed everything I swung at.
So you have to warm up again.
Exactly. But hey, it's right on track to peak right when we need it. So
I got no complaints so far. Is this thing still standing with 17 points? I think we lost Aaron.
I was on mute. Sorry, guys. It is still standing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Hammy gets to stab this fucking thing.
But barely. I mean, it's like wavering.
Good.
Means it can't hit straight.
I rolled a 2 and an 11. I don't think Hammy's got any pluses. No, he has pluses when he shoots. So Hammy missed.
Okay.
I'm assuming 11 misses.
It does. You need like you need to hit a C16.
Ouch.
Looks like I'm coming back at you, right?
No, no.
Oh, Rydian's up. Rydian?
He cast
Rydian
sleep.
slept somebody.
He slept the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm
No,
up.
you just don't want to. You just want
D3
to
for the bite against the party. Is going to go against Gerda. She tastes so good.
Oh, smack you.
AC 16.
18.
Is that? Remember, you lost your shield.
Yes, but I was at a 20 before.
I'll keep working that.
Yeah, you will. I know you will.
And then the claw comes at Horus for hits AC. Oh,
Woo!
man.
That was close. I saw that
Hits
19.
AC 10.
Nope. I saw that 19.
All right, initiative. Anyone casting a spell?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, or let's see, Nils won last time. Nils beat a 4.
Oh,
We have problems beating low numbers.
yeah.
Here comes the bite.
Jesus Christ.
Bites at Horus. He turns his head and snaps savagely, but snaps it empty
See,
air.
because I
the claw
stabbed his
rips
eye
at
out.
Horus. And I mean, he's so injured, and he's just kind of pawing at the ground.
He's thrashing wildly.
Mm-hmm.
Horus is just like, I'm better than you.
Did you have a spell you wanted to cast, Gib, or you want to see what the warriors do first?
Is the wizard not casting anything?
Iridian is
not casting anything.
Oh, okay. I'll wait to see what the yep, I'll wait. Waiting.
Okay.
Well, I missed. Even with a +2, it's a 7.
All right, here we go. Let's see if Horus's sine curve is back up to date. No. It's not.
It's still down there at the bottom somewhere.
He was doing his best to avoid all the dragon attacks that it wasn't happening.
Hammy he's little. He can't quite get in there.
All right, Gib, finish it off.
How many feet am I away from the one being? 20 feet.
That's a great feature.
And then that turns it into 15?
Yep. Do I sense a flaming spell coming along here?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Flaming Hands. And remember, it's magical, so it just hits the enemy if it goes off.
Go for it.
Which is appreciated.
It is.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Plus your level, +2 for the day, plus any intelligence bonuses you got. Dude,
so that's
nice.
+5. Oh.
Too bad these things aren't edible, because I think you just barbecued one.
Spell produces a blast of fire that burns up to 3 targets within range for 1d6 plus caster's level points of damage.
Cool.
All targets must be within 10 feet of one another, which is that one within 10 feet or is that 15? No, that's 15.
It's a little further away. And this one's slumbering over here.
Don't wake him. Don't wake him.
Yep. Okay, so 1d6
+3.
Why did it not do that? There it goes.
Nice, 6 points.
6 points.
That kills him.
Yay! Yeah. Thanks, Gib.
A sword, a hammer, and some fire. It's like we're in a blacksmith shop or something.
You get all the things going on.
I got to cast healing on myself. That thing ripped my arm up bad.
Okay. Ooh.
So that's a 26.
I don't think that arm's hurt anymore.
That looks like a success, and the same. That's at least 3 dice. Pardon me, 3 hit dice for you.
Excellent. Those are D6s for a crit.
Hits.
That's much better.
There it is.
Better.
Oh, yeah.
Much better. Anybody else hurt?
Horus was bobbing and weaving.
Excellent. Let's leave here quietly.
I'm fine.
Shh! Don't wake the dragon. Okay. Let's see. That took. All right. Okay, back to the other map.
Next square.
And another square.
Another fight, another square.
Go ahead and move yourselves as you wish.
I think we're in this one because we like to cut the corner.
All I know is that when we get back closer to the water,
we start watching for crocodiles.
We're throwing another, hard rock biscuit.
Okay. It's just after 1 o'clock now. Will you continue with your travels?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get down to the edge of the slough there. You're going to try to, you're going to pitch another
Absolutely.
Ration of food out into the water.
Horace, I'll take it and do a mighty deed and try and chuck the thing.
All right, go ahead. Let's see.
Cross off one of this dead lizard we chopped up. We're just going to throw one of his haunches out.
I'll volunteer mine because I hate crocodiles. So
your rations of food. Okay. Let's see.
Oh well, the deed went off.
Yeah. So it's another mighty throw from Horace with this hardtack biscuit. That
the haunch of the dead lizard.
But instead of like arching, majestically into the sky, it just sort of skips across a muddy water surface. And there is.
I've been practicing my stone skipping.
9 crocodiles.
9 piranhas. There's no response from the water.
Boy.
Which means he either didn't make his intelligence check or...
No, the crocodiles are figuring it out.
What's the crossing time for that?
1 hour per square.
So we figured it took in that corner we could do it in 1 hour.
Yep.
Okay, so Gibbs gonna volunteer more biscuits to be thrown as we proceed, so we have a heads up and some type of a
warning system.
Warning system.
Okay. In addition, Aaron, are there any other animals around? Any birds, lizards, anything like that?
No, you haven't seen any wildlife at all. It's like a blasted wasteland out here.
Okay, so the only wildlife, the giant lizard thingamajig.
And those humanoids, those weird.
Yeah, I think they're from I think the female dragon sent them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, they're not human, are they? They're humanish.
They're reminiscent of the Farukan people, though, so they might be our bone dragon.
Oh. But they weren't apes.
They were similar, though.
Okay.
But I think
you guys are going to spend another hour. You're going to spend another hour traveling here.
Yes, cautiously ready for anything, and I've got my snake arrows. I've got my snake arrows.
Arrows at the ready. Okay, you make it across the slough. Let's see what happens when you're traveling the slough.
That's nothing. That's a great. 18 means nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Well, it's because it's divisible by 9.
Yes, that's exactly. And by 3.
and by 6. And 2.
And 1.
And 18.
And 18.
Oh, all right. So we're going to move another hour towards the opening.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
So we hit the water right about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's about 3 o'clock now.
Yeah, you make it to the water at a little after 3.
Make it
and
to
you can
the water?
see. Sorry?
We make it to the water?
You made it across the water.
Oh, across the water.
And then make it to the entrance to
the maze.
The maze, entrance to the labyrinth. So there's this long sloping path that goes down towards the wall and opens up into a large dark cave. And now, how are we going to... Oh, yeah, you guys are mapping this. Right?
Yeah, I have my map.
Right.
Yep.
Now,
were you present, Mike, when you guys did the labyrinth the first time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's fucking ghosts in here.
Yeah.
Well, some kind of vengeful spirit. I'll have to be trying to turn them.
Okay, so you travel down this this sloping corridor into the darkness of the labyrinth. What is your light source going to be?
Well, what was that?
Gerda still have her lantern?
Gerda has a lantern, and Hammy has candles. Hammy has candles, Gerda has lantern, and they both have a torch. I'm happy to use the lantern. I got 6 oil here.
Okay.
Okay, then I will.
Yeah, why don't you cross off one of the oil just to refill the lantern, because I think it's been used for a little while and we probably haven't tracked that.
I think it was certainly used coming here.
Right. Just for good measure, you'll top up the lantern with one of those flasks of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Best to be safe than sorry. As Horace never told anybody, because that would require him to be smart.
Okay. So you enter the first of what you've come to find are many similar and identical like chambers that are square chambers that are roughly 20 by 20.
Right.
The walls are irregular, but they're like these great carved stones, and there's like a flagging on the floor, but in many places it's like buckled or cracked or broken away. And there's a passage leading off to the north. And you follow that passage to the north, and it opens into another very similar chamber
to the east,
roughly 20 by 20, with the passage leading to the east. And this is again a similar chamber with the passage leading to the south.
And in that southern passage, there should be an opening in the ceiling.
There is an opening in the ceiling. Make a intelligence check, Gerda, because you're holding the lantern. DC 10.
Okay.
Oh, just barely. So just as you're entering the room and the lantern's starting to flood the chamber with light, and you're pointing out the this completely square cut uniform hole in the ceiling that's about 1.5 feet wide, you see a long spindly arm being withdrawn. And you're saying to Gib, you might not remember these holes in the ceiling, but we saw them often when we, oh my God. And it just sort of like, kind of, not quickly, but, fluidly gets drawn back up into the space above the chamber that you're
in. All right. I'd like to cast a spell.
Okay, what will you cast?
I would like to cast Protection from Evil on our party if I can.
You can cast the spell. I think the results are dependent on the spell check itself.
Right. I do understand that. So I'm just telling you what my goal is.
Let me check and see. Let me check in my notes real quick here.
And then I have a question after you look in your notes.
Okay, you can ask the question while I'm looking.
I don't remember if in DCC clerics can turn undead automatically, or if you have to have it.
Not automatically, it's a check.
But it's not. I don't have to have the spell or anything.
And in fact, it's things that are unholy to you. So usually, when you define the cleric, you define the things that are unholy to it.
And I picked one, and those made sense anyway. So it was like demons and undead because they're unnatural.
Right. Yeah. Right. And that's I think that's a great demons and undead. Unnatural things that have been given life again, right?
Right. Ildebar, they're listed. Ildebars are listed. I just don't recall them.
Yeah. Where is this data thing?
But I figure
yeah, so go ahead and make your spell check.
Yeah, 15. I get a +1 bonus in saving throws made against their effects. Made against evil effects, evil creatures, undead, demons, and anything else unholy to his faith. In addition, all attempts to attack the cleric by evil or unholy clerics are made at a -1.
Did you include your +2?
Yeah, I had a total of +7 of that. I had +2 for personality, +3 for level, and +2 for the day. I rolled a fucking 8.
And 15 doesn't cover it?
15 just gives it to me.
Oh.
I'll try casting again later as we go.
You're now the party leader.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll go out in front with the lantern and my -1 for them.
Okay. Let's see. You are there. There's a passage leading to the east.
Did you want me to look up Ildevar's evil, or we just assume anything in here is evil?
Well, you haven't really seen. I mean, what you did see was this long, spindly arm that got drawn back into that hole in the chamber. You do remember encountering some weird creatures when you were down here, but I don't think that there was any real kind of discussion or debate about whether or not they were evil.
Gotcha. Okay, so there should be an exit to the east.
There is an exit to the east.
And we're going to go that way.
And now there is, in this chamber that you've arrived in, there's a passage to the north and the south.
We came from the south when we got here. We had never explored the north.
Oh, shoot, I've forgotten. Didn't see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the question, gentlemen, is do we want to try to explore new areas of Labyrinth and hope it takes us to the other side, or do we want to go with my theory that had we turned right instead of left at the entry T, we would have gone the other way?
If I remember the map right, it's almost symmetrical about the entire thing. And there was a point where we didn't have to go all the way back to the beginning. It was about halfway through that we could have just continued going to the east. And I think that would have worked.
So one option is going all the way back to the split, or going with the second idea that we don't have to go as far.
Peter, do you want me to bring up another map and you can sketch that for the whole players about what you're seeing on your map? Hold on a second, I'll do that.
I have it on my phone. I took a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm bringing up my copy of it right now.
And we're in the room with the first square from basically at the end. Well, no, we're one away from that now. So there's not really a place.
So after Gib hears both arguments, or both parts of the discussion, he decides to pull out his dice. And,
nice.
And there, so what would that be? 2d6, and then I can go 2, right? Yep, there we go. Okay. So either above 10, we'll go with the cleric's idea. Below 10, we go with the Horace's idea. Looks like we're going with the warrior, or Gibbs going with the warriors.
Well, the problem with the warriors idea, there actually is nowhere in the map that halfway could take us somewhere else.
On my map, there is.
I brought you back. I brought you onto a map, a map that you can sketch for everyone, Peter, if you like.
Oh, gotcha.
And you can just rough this out. The nice thing about this labyrinth that you've discovered is the rooms and passages are all uniform, so are roughly uniform to one another. Can everybody see the new map that we're looking at?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll let Peter take his time and draw according to his map, since he has the hard copy there.
I'm trying to figure out how to make polygons draw a shape.
You could freehand it, or you could just use it, draw rectangles.
It's easier.
You don't even need to draw the rooms. You just need to draw the corridors.
It's just Legend of Zelda.
Oh, I see. You see, just saying a freehand, basically. Well, if that's the entryway, then we
you could do something like this.
Right, we came in. There's a room.
That way. Yeah, like that kind of thing.
North room. The room. We went south, and then this room is where we saw the hand in the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're here, and there's a door. There's a corridor north we've not explored. We came from the south. There is a corridor. There's a room here with another southern corridor we've not explored.
Yeah, that one that you just drew right now. I have a passage going east leading out of that.
Why don't you ping the map where, Ethan?
Right there. I have a passage going east out of there.
Oh, well, we have to go that way anyway, so let's check and see if there is one to the east.
Because symmetrically, that would make sense. If the map's symmetric.
Well, I'm also thinking this is designed to keep dragons or their followers apart, so it may not be that direct a route. And this was a dead end here.
Yep.
And there was ghosts. Fucking ghosts. And there is a corridor this way. We came from here. There's a room. There's the T intersection that also had the hole in the roof. This is where the room with the portal was. This wavy line is the magic portal we came through and then became a wall. And then there was the room to the other side that we didn't check out.
Yeah.
So that is what I have mapped at this time. And the party is, yes, that is where I have us on my map.
Cool. We should have done this last time.
Yeah, that's identical to the map I have, with the only difference being I have an eastern passage.
You have an eastern passage and the one just to the south of us.
Yep.
Well, let's check it out. And there's an eastern one that wouldn't hurt to look.
Well, we'd have to go back that way anyways.
Exactly. I agree.
So you're going to move south?
Correct. As opposed to exploring to the north.
Okay. You can move the token. And it is and there is a passage leading north, south, east, and west.
There is one to the east.
Yay!
Well done, Ethan.
The dice never lie.
They don't.
Good thing you don't have the dice I have to let me pick the numbers.
Except when they do.
Except then you just have to question, did you interpret them wrong?
Okay, so Aaron, we're going to go east.
Okay. It opens into a similar chamber with the passage leading to the south.
Just to the south, nothing to the north?
Nothing to the north. I need to check something.
Which is symmetric with the map that I've got going.
Well, not exactly.
I think we're going to be paying close attention to the ceiling now, too.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean is that this thing is symmetric, so it's not. There aren't two rooms that make it symmetric. It's a single line of rooms that make it symmetric, but it's got an axis of symmetry about.
Huh.
Alrighty. Yes. Which way will you travel now?
Well, we have one choice, and that would be to go south.
I'm so puzzled by referring to a paper map that you guys aren't looking at.
I am
only because I've been so spoiled by using the graphical maps, right? This opens into a chamber that has passageways leading north, south, east, and west.
Interesting.
East?
East would be the right direction, yeah.
It certainly seems to be the direction we want to go, yes. Yes, so we will try east.
So did you guys encounter any treasure in any of these rooms?
Nothing.
Okay, then we should.
We encountered death, and you will tell us if there's an opening above us, correct?
I will tell you if you do see an opening above us.
As we enter the room, before we get underneath it.
Yes, before death falls on you. I will.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
That death is going to fall.
Death isn't the handicap it used to be. You livies hate us, Deddies.
This chamber does have one of the square cut holes in the ceiling. Make a intelligence check, DC 10. Peter, you're holding the lantern.
Yeah, but Hammy's the one who's looking closely. He has a +2.
Oh, okay.
11. Not even
makes it. I'm going to give you a handout. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
Did I get the handout?
That means
what?
That means we're gonna have to fight somebody.
Or we may get the first shot.
Oh, that's right. I have to roll.
And Hammy has a crossbow. But unfortunately, none of his ammunition is snakes.
Ah.
I don't know if you were here, Mike, when I tried out my new spell, Stinging Stones.
No. You're level 4 now?
I was able to transform 3 of my arrows into snakes, and they're arrows. It's like Thulsa Doom in Conan, the movie.
Yeah.
And when you hit with the arrow, it becomes a snake and attacks the person or whatever you shot.
Wow. That's very cool.
And I have until the end of the day, and then they'll wear off and they'll become normal arrows.
Ah.
So I can recast it. Damn it! Catch that snake! I need the arrow.
No, the option of going on Moses.
It become arrows, which is you can do that too. I mean, if you roll high enough, you can turn big things like a staff into a snake. I think that's rather convenient. And roll low, and you can do things like sling stones can become spiders. So I figure if I roll low, I'll just turn Hammy's crossbow bolts into scorpions.
That ought to do some fun.
Isn't that a fun idea? Oh, we're shooting that thing in the head.
So as you sort of enter the chamber, you can see this thing peering down from the hole in the ceiling, but then it quickly draws back and it's just darkness.
What I wouldn't give for a flamethrower.
We got one.
Wait, I meant to say, what was that?
Let me see what happens here.
Oh, it's not good when you imitate John Sullins.
At least he's not laughing like John Sullins.
Oh my god! The dice never lie.
Except when they do. By the way, before we go further, where were the exits in this room?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
No exits in this room.
Oh, so it is no longer symmetric. Well, so much for hoping it was symmetric.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
There are no exits in this room because this is where we're going to die.
No, there's another one that's earlier we didn't die in, so we might have a few rooms before we die. Maybe. They mostly come at night. Mostly.
Oh, here we go.
Except when they don't.
All right, let's see what you find. I need to take some notes because this is very complicated.
A few hundred gold pieces, that'd be nice.
A few hundred
friendly things that don't want to hurt us.
A way out?
Way out. There's always a way out.
But
somebody could fire a bow up into the hole, can't they? Does the hole look like it's vertical?
It appears they were fairly thick. It appeared quite deep.
Like I said, we do have a flamethrower.
Oh, there's a wizard with the flamethrower.
Yeah, right. How tall is the ceiling?
15 feet.
See, that's my range is 15 feet.
We'll throw you up. We'll throw you up as you cast.
Bastards! It's like they knew it. Oh, I hate that.
Well, somebody could lob an arrow or
a snake arrow. Dun dun dun.
Someone just chuck a flask of oil up as he casts flaming hands and create a really big flamethrower.
There you go. Just make sure the arrow doesn't fall back down and land on you.
Yeah. I have a bad feeling Aaron's going to do bad things to us, so I think we need to exit this room.
Technically, we haven't really entered the room yet, right? I mean...
Oh, you're in the room. Yeah, you walked in. You walked into walking. I mean, you maybe just crossed over the threshold. That would be fine, but it's not a terribly large room.
But you triggered the trap.
You did see the hole in the ceiling, and you brought your lantern in,
and the thing regressed. Whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Retreated or whatnot.
Okay, so is anything else happening?
There is something happening. In fact, make an initiative check.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody go for it.
Beat a 5. So as you enter the room and you see this figure sort of peering down, and then it quickly draws back, and you hear this whoop whoop, and from the wall comes staggering some shapes. They're like, you know what these are? You've seen them before. They're these weird camel creatures. 1 hump, 2 humps, and 3. In fact, there are 3 of them.
Camel creatures? Where was this?
Yeah, camel creatures.
Who saw these?
I don't know. All camel creatures.
I meant you know what a camel is, so I'm describing.
Got you.
They're camel-y.
So these are like camel beastmen kind of things.
They do go on all 4s,
but they don't look friendly.
And they came from the wall.
They came from the wall.
Well, I forgot. I would like to cast a spell.
Okay, so would I.
I rolled a 6 for initiative, just so.
I noticed that. We're going first.
6 and 1.
Are they humanoid?
No,
or
they're
quadrupeds.
Yeah, they're quadrupeds.
Now, and you said they come off the wall. Did they just sort of appear, or was it like artwork on the wall that became them, or are they made?
Holes in the wall.
You don't see any holes. One player give me an intelligence check, DC 15.
So is the camel with 3 humps or does it really have 3 humps, or is it just pregnant?
18.
You
guys don't need any more.
You've done your. So Ridian sees or was that Gerda? No, that was
Hammy. He's got the +2, so I use him.
Okay, Hammy.
But the wizards are more likely to get it.
Hammy, because Gerda was, telling him to keep a weather eye out on the ceiling, did see these weird camel creatures come out of the wall, making these weird noises, and it's as if they just materialized out of that space, as if they had sort of trotted through from the other side.
I think that little fucker's summoning them.
Are they explicitly moving towards us, or just
they're rushing at you?
Oh, they're rushing! Fantastic.
Well, they're sort of
trotting
and sort of bounding, right? Sort of wobbly and trot and then bound. And did you guys win initiative?
Yes.
So you can take your first actions.
Okay, I'm casting Word of Command.
Oh, no spells this round, I'm afraid. Only because it's the encounter, the surprise kind of at the encounter.
Well, then I guess, can I use the 16 as a shot? No, that would... Never mind. It's not the +7.
No spell. Okie dokie.
Then I guess
unless you can make you can cast a spell if you can make a reflex check 12 to react to their sudden appearance.
Hey, well, Gibb's a wizard.
Gib looks good. Yeah, he's like, I'm always ready to cast a spell.
That's it. That's his gut instinct.
That's his go-to.
The dice never lie.
The dice never lie.
Gerda
is like
down her lantern and preparing her bow.
Right. She was not thinking about casting a spell. Who's next? Anybody else? Ridian, did you want to cast a spell?
No, I'm going to wait and see what happens with these.
All right. All righty. Go ahead and take your actions, guys. It's your up.
All right, Mr. Gibb.
Flaming hands. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15.
That'll do something.
Oh, spell produces a blast of fire that burns a single target within range for 1d6
D6
points.
plus caster. Oh, D6.
Nope.
Okay.
It was only a 16, so we're going back to d6.
Did you add the +2?
He did.
Yes.
How far away are you from the next one up?
From the next one up would be, so what did I do? Did I roll a 16? Is that what I
15.
said?
That's what you said.
I rolled, what did I roll? A 10, 15, so it's, no, I got 15. So I need 17 to get to the next. I need 18, so it's not really worth it.
Yeah, we'll wait. Sorry, just checking.
And it's still a single target.
Just becomes D6 plus caster level.
2 points of damage.
Okay. You singe the fur on one of these things, and it stinks. I mean, burning dog hair is bad, but this is burning camel hair. It's awful.
Okay, I'm firing a snake at it.
Miss.
Yep, I missed. And Hammy's firing a crossbow at it. Oh, we're a little freaked out.
Horace will fire his crossbow.
Okay.
Oh,
God damn.
Don't forget to cross off your ammunition.
yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. That one is never coming back.
Well, yeah. I just lost a snake. Poor little snake.
After Gib casts a spell, he backs away.
Kind of
Horace
towards the rear of the
uses
party, or are you
Towards the
running,
rear of
or
the
are you
party.
running away?
No, I'm not running away, just backing away.
Horace uses his non-combat to take out his sword and shield and put the
Okay.
crossbow.
Are you going into the next room, or are you just stepping out into the hallway?
Stepping out into the hallway, just behind the party. Just
Okay.
you know,
I got you. I
not
got you.
being the front runner.
No, let the fighters take it. No.
Exactly. No, that's what should be doing.
I
Yeah,
got you.
Gerda's readying her shield. Oh, no. Just the sword.
Oh, right. Just.
Wait, can I use my dagger to parry?
If you were a warrior, you probably could do that with like a mighty deed kind of approach.
That'd be a cool thing. That's good to know for future, but no, she's going to trust in her faith.
Right. That's your best armor. That looks like a miss, Nils.
Yep.
We're not having a good first round. I just want to point that out in case people were confused.
It's Horace's shooting curve. It's down there. He's trying to shoot straight.
These three camel-like creatures, they're sort of bounding and trotting around in the room, and you guys are firing arrows at them and lighting them on fire. And then, and in their action, they come charging at you.
I was afraid of that.
This is why Horace has his shield up.
And it's almost like this weird carousel sort of effect where they run up and then run away. But as they run, they spit. They spit this foul, gray goo at you. And
that is unhygienic.
They are +3s, so that's 23.
Based on the way you rolled, like all those hit.
Yeah. 21, 15, and 17. Anybody got an AC lower than 15?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's see where all of these land now. There are 5 of you, correct?
Yep.
Pretty sure. Well, 4.5.
5. Unfortunately, being in front of or behind your companions doesn't really matter because this saliva that they're extruding from their lips is, splatters just everywhere.
This is why I prefer
tracking spit.
Mm-hmm. Wait, why didn't that work? 5d5.
Because we're immune.
Okay. So going down the line, that's going to hit. Peter gets hit. Let's see. It's too bad it doesn't sort this.
Gerda or Hammy?
1, 2.
Because Gerda's got a -1.
Oh, right. Let's see. Gerda, Hammy, Ridian, Horace, and Gib. And it's 3, 2, 5, 3, and 5. So Hammy gets hit for 1. And
Ow!
he takes... D3 damage. So take 3 points of damage.
That's not good.
And give me a fortitude check. A fortitude check. DC 15.
Nope, 7.
Some of this goo gets into your mouth and you start choking on it. It's bitter. And it like coats the roof of your mouth.
It's like peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter. Ridian, you get struck by 2 globules, and you take 3 and 1. You take 4 points of damage, and make 2 fortitude saves. DC 15.
All right.
What's going on with my D5 macro?
I make one of them.
Oh, did you make both of them?
No, just one.
Just one of them? Okay. All right. And you took your damage. And Gib, you get struck by 2 of these globules. And you take 3 and 2 points of damage. You take 5.
Okay.
And make 2 fortitude saves, DC 15. You want to roll a d20?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wrong one. Yep. Wrong hat. Oh, do you have any modifier to your fortitude? I mean to say, do you have, what's your constitution?
You should have at least a +1 for your level.
That's a better question.
Where do I see that?
Well,
you're
it's your
free
stamina.
wizard, so
What? You're a wizard, right?
Yeah, remember I've got those greaves. +2 to strength, -1 to agility, +1 to AC.
Yeah, the greaves won't affect your fortitude, but I can tell you what you're seeing.
Oh, fortitude. Wizard. Fortitude is 1 for base for base.
Yeah, you're level 2 or level 3 wizard.
I'm level 3 now.
Okay, so your saving throws are reflex +1, fortitude +1, and will +2.
So that'll bring him over the edge.
Yep.
And so you pass the first one, like it splats you in the cheek, but you were like clamped down and none of it gets in your mouth, but some goes up in your nose. Ugh.
Ew. It smells like poop.
Camel poop. All right. Initiative. Anybody casting a spell?
Yes.
Is that everyone?
I'm sorry, what was the effect of getting goobed?
It burns a little bit. That was the damage that you took. And then it's some of it's gotten into all of your mouths, the 3 of you that were hit.
Yeah,
and
it's going to affect us more, I know.
It hasn't affected you yet. But I'm
Okay.
But it is a fortitude save against the effect. So Ridian, are you going to cast a spell?
Yes, I am.
All right. Let's see. Who's going to beat an AC of 0?
I think Ollie's going to roll it because he beat it last time.
Okay.
Ollie, Ollie, Ollie.
3.
Oh, yeah.
With the same roll, even.
You guys are up.
Okay.
All the spellcasters do their thing. Horace will be holding the front line.
Well, I plan to cast Word of Command. So that's a 15.
All right.
Sorry, looking it up.
So I've got a 17 on sleep. If I get one luck from you, Hammy, I can affect up to 3 targets.
I'll give you a luck.
And they must save.
Yeah. I can expect 1 target with my roll. And my command was kneel.
Okay.
So one of them's going to have to perfectly not make it save.
Let's see if it does.
I'm back.
Hey.
Good. Did you want to cast a spell?
Yes, I did.
Good. We're doing that right now, and we want initiative. So
it didn't pass its save, and so this one camel crouches down on its two front legs. And
it'll do that for 4 rounds.
Okay. 4 turns, and it's looking at you viciously as it chomps up a massive cud, gets ready to spit again.
Well, remember, all 3 of them need to make saves against sleep.
Yes, and I do need to make the sleep saves, correct?
No, you need to fail those. This is very different.
Was that 3
very
saves?
Different wording.
You can affect 3, correct, Nils?
Yep, up to 3, and I got a 17.
Okay.
And I will be right back.
Oh, look, I passed one of them.
Damn.
Let's see which one it is. Let's see which one is kneeling. Uh-huh. The one that had its fur singed, that one's kneeling for 4 rounds. And then it passed its sleep save, but the others fell asleep.
So it's kneeling but awake.
It's kneeling and awake in anger.
All right, Mike, what are you going to do? You're going to do blow its head off spell? That's a good one.
Just the regular, that all you can do. Hopefully it's a high one.
Oh.
Nope.
I'm sad.
We
Was
all
that your
are.
flaming hands?
Yeah, that was flaming hands.
Okay. Anyone else?
Not to be confused.
That was the wizards. I think it's Gerda and Hammy are left.
Well, Gerda cast.
Oh, Gerda cast. Pardon me.
That's why he's kneeling.
Oh, right. Horace and Hammy. I think Horace stepped away for a moment. Hammy?
I can't decide if I want to shoot her to go stab it. God, the thing gets spit in my face. I'm pissed off. I'm going to charge in there and stab that motherfucker.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Funky dice. That's what I need. There we go.
You need some funky dice.
Don't you need funky dice? Ooh. 11. And a 15.
Oh, those both hit. Roll your damage and tell me what happened.
He's an angry little hobbit. All right. Does he have a bonus to his strength?
Okay, Horace is back.
Ooh. Killing blows. Tell us what happened.
He jumped over it and he stabbed it in the neck from behind.
Okay, I love it.
Zap.
Like straddling the sway between the neck and the hump. Exactly.
Spitting the whole time because his mouth tastes like fucking camel spit. He's screaming, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." He's a very angry hobbit. Okay, it's not dead, but man, that felt good. 12 points from the halfling.
Let's see. I'll have to do the check in the Okay. All right. All right. Excellent. Let's see. You butcher this strange creature, and as Hammy's like chopping into the neck and things like that, it slowly begins to fade away and seep into the floor.
Decorporal, whatever.
Yeah. It's not like a ghostly kind of fading. It's like this weird transition from tangible to intangible goo that then just seeps between the flagstones.
Almost like it was a summoned creature.
Yeah. Could have been a summoned creature. It did sort of appear out of the wall.
So what all happened while I was gone?
Spit on.
Let's see. What did happen while you were away?
The
camels. One of the camels was forced to kneel with this word of command, and then the other two were. Then the wizard cast sleep. And the kneeling one made its saving throw, and got ready to spit again. And Hammy had had enough and charged in there, leapt onto its back, straddling the neck, and having perched himself between the sway between the neck and the hump, and just began to eviscerate it.
Sweet.
Don't piss him off.
So how long are the other two camel creatures asleep for?
I think Nils said 4 rounds.
1d4 hours.
1d4 hours. Do you want to roll that?
Plus a cleric level.
Nice. Okay, 3 hours. So they're out. You can see these things are slumbering. But
you can also see that we don't want to mess with them, right?
But they haven't seeped into the floor the way its companion did. The way their companion did.
I say we get out of here.
Yeah, west and then south.
West and then south.
Before we leave the room, I'm going to go over and kind of like check the wall they seem to come through or from, just to make sure it's not like an illusionary wall. And
okay, you want to search that area?
Just kind of like knock on it, kind of feel it. Yeah, I'm not going to actually really search it. Just make sure it's solid.
Solid. You can make an intelligence check, DC 12.
All right.
Yeah, you pass. I mean, the wall is solid. There's no secret passage or, sliding panel or anything or illusionary type of spaces. You even check the spaces between these cyclopean blocks.
I think that hand threw something and it materialized into them. It's my guess. But I don't know shit. I'm just guessing.
Right. Okay.
I'm also guessing we should work our way back to this T intersection at the beginning.
The wizard wouldn't mind a heal as well, though, if you feel like.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, do we have people in need of healing?
Yeah, I'm 5 hit points down, and that's almost half of me.
Yeah, well here, let's see if I can't help you out. I'm thinking a 23 will do it.
Yeah. And you are adjacent, correct?
Correct.
What's your alignment, Mike?
Lawful.
You are adjacent, so that is, oh my goodness, 3 dice. Oh yeah, because you're getting that big +2 for the spell checks today, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have a +5 normally because of level and personality, but that +2 is really taking it up.
Yeah, taking it up a notch.
Yeah, except
3d6 or 3d4?
3d4.
I thought there was some sort of effect where somebody couldn't affect people that were not of their alignment. Was that?
No, I did that yesterday. It's the next day.
Yeah, that was a disapproval result, but it cleared after you guys camped.
Thank
7
you.
hit points back, Mike.
Oh, natural wizard of the clerical side.
Well, anybody else?
Me.
Me.
16. And you're also alongside, not.
Yeah.
That's 2 dice for Nils, 2d4. Oh, the wizards took a beating.
They did. Well, the spit was nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty sticky and gooey and awful.
Okay, anyone else? I'm going to go ahead and try and cure Hammy.
I just keep waiting for those failures, Peter. Crank up the disapproval.
She's been doing okay.
Chart.
Well, he got all back.
Cool.
Like I said in the email, I love the chart. I hope to never have to use it.
Well, I think we just now the next thing to do will be to add some flavor. To the some color to those kind of rough notes. But I think that'll be fun too.
I agree. I like that about Ethan's God. He had his own disapproval. I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think we should. Is everybody healed and ready to go?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't think we should do a lot of exploring of new spaces. I think we should backtrack to the beginning. I still feel that way, but I'm happy to follow the party if we want to keep moving through this area.
Well, we're technically like directly south. We very well might be just going to the same room where we would have if we just go one down.
You might very well be at that. It's a good point.
Did you want to travel south or which way?
That's not a bad idea. I think Mike's right. Let's check that.
Okay, traveling to the south opens to another similar chamber.
And theoretically, it's got a hole in the ceiling.
It does not have a hole to the ceiling ceiling, but it does have a passageway that leads south.
You were right, Mike.
Are there any other passages leading out of it?
No. Well, in this new you've correctly mapped your location where you are.
Okay.
So your map is accurate in terms of.
Okay, so
So I think we go down one more room and just double check that we're not missing anything, and then we got to head up.
Well, we're hoping that this goes east.
Yeah.
That bottom corner goes east.
The bottom corner only goes to the west.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So I'm going to suggest we go back up to the top little area over here, north, and make our way up from there.
I think that is correct. I agree.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Let me work on my hand-drawn map because all my squares are off.
That's okay. It's close enough.
I'll tell you if you have a problem with that.
I mean the one I did in pencil.
Oh, okay.
But thank you.
So we're gonna head back up top, Baron.
Okay, you're backtracking the way you came.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it takes you 5 turns to get to there. Okay. All right. And now there is in your current location, there's a passage leading to the north.
And we are going to go north.
And that opens into a similar chamber with exits to the south and to the west. Pardon me, to the south and to the east.
I was just about ready to say.
You're about ready to scream.
We hit a secret door there, guys.
So you're going to draw the room there, Mapper?
Oh, so sorry.
Or are you going
to draw a map? Why would we do that?
Yeah, the exits lead to the north and to the east.
North and east, okay.
So there's a north one in that room as well?
Yes. In this room right here, where you are.
Oh.
So there's one to the north and one to the east.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh, so we need to erase the room I destroyed there. So
there you go. So we're technically in this room right here.
Correct.
So let's
east.
Oh my God! And there's a hole in the ceiling.
Oh crap, monkeys!
Okay.
Which way would you like to travel?
I would like to go east.
Cautiously go into the next east room.
Yep, agreed.
And this one has a passage leading to the south.
Oh, crap.
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, this is good. This is good.
All right, we'd like to go into the next one.
Yeah. This is actually the right direction.
Traveling south, you arrive in a chamber with a passage leading to the east.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Cautiously leading into the one to the east.
Okay. And this one, as you travel that passage to the east, it opens to a similar chamber with passages to the north and to the south.
Crazy. North and south. I'm gonna.
Oh my God! There's a hole in the ceiling.
Damn you!
Gibbs gonna recommend to the north.
North? Okay.
No. Wait. Gib.
Roll the dice.
Gibbs gonna
I like north, but go ahead, roll the dice, Gib.
+6 north. Oh, wrong one. Come on. For some reason, the dice are extremely laggy. Getting to them. There it goes. So it's going to go to the south. Dice say south.
All right, so we're going to check the room.
Never lie.
Mm-hmm.
Except when they do.
Except for when they do.
And then they're
This
just
one
misinterpreted.
leads to a similar chamber with the passage leading to the east.
Cautiously going to that one.
But before you can proceed out that chamber, there's an encounter. Dun, dun, dun.
I hope it's friendly.
A wise old man wanting to give us some money.
Old man.
It happens in Talisman.
Man.
It happens in Talisman all the
And he
time.
gives
We find
us
a stream of strength.
A white sword that's made out of wood.
Automatically levels us up.
Give me
And
just a minute while I figure out what's going on here.
He offers the Master Sword.
and 10 spells to the wizards.
10 spells.
And magical explosives, because magical explosives are fun.
I would just appreciate non-lethal encounters. That's all I'm saying. I'm not greedy.
No, greedy would be automatically leveling up to level 10. That would be greedy.
And boring. I like to work my way there.
Realistically, it's level 9.
And dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. All right. Make an initiative check. Beat the
Trojans.
An 8, because from coming running down this passage, you see 3. What is that? Are those Kith? Did I win?
No,
Yeah, you won.
These 3 Kith warriors come running down the passage towards you, and they stop in the middle of the chamber, and they go, and they spit at you.
They're made out of goo.
His mouth covered with his rag that he never took off.
That's what horses.
They're all made out of goo.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
So he should get a fortitude bonus.
Gib being at the rear puts his cloak over his mouth.
Okay. Let's see. 13, 16, and a 2. The 2 is going to miss everyone. Anybody got an AC lower than 13? Okay, so it's potential for nils.
And
lower than what?
And Gib. 12. 12 for Gib.
No, I'm
Okay.
good.
Let's see. So the first one is going to hit the third party. Ridian. Oh, Ridian, you get hit with a 16. And fortitude check. DC 15.
At least I'm taking the high shot so that somebody else can.
2 damage.
No.
Right. That gets in. This time it goes in your eyes and it stings. All right. And who gets the next globule? Gerda for 13. I think that's going to miss you, right? Actually, it's a 16. It's a 16. It's a 16.
I have an 18.
Damn it.
She doesn't like spit. It's unhygienic.
Okay, it's your guys' turn.
She's not into that.
No.
Totally not into this at all.
Well, considering ranged weapons didn't work so well last time. Well, actually, does anybody want to shoot first before Horace goes running?
We're go for it. But yeah, Gib's casting a spell.
Go ahead.
Okay. Make a reflex check, DC 12, to see if you can get it off.
Actually, nah, he's not. He's gonna equip his bow.
Okay. You can shoot your bow if you want.
Yep. Gerda's taking a shot.
Everyone do your shooting first, and then Horace will charge.
Gerda got a 12. Hammy got a 20.
Oh my good lord. That
Hammy's
looks like
fucking
two. That looks like 2 hits to me.
Okay, well,
Hang on
Gerda's is a snake. So
oh yeah, you get to finally use your snake arrow.
because we want to know what it does. But let's go ahead and Hammy's D6 here.
And looks like Radiant critted as well.
I didn't crit. I rolled a 19 plus 1 was a 20. So it wasn't a natural 20.
Gotcha.
It was a damn good shot, though.
Not as good as mine.
No, I will agree.
Do you want to roll your damage, Gerda?
I'm checking that right now.
Oh, because it's the snake arrow. What does
Horace
this
may not
do?
need to do anything.
So, Gib
On
thinks
first
that
bite, the spider's attack automatically hits. Oh, this is medium level. Sorry, this was a snake. The Asper Adder receives 1 bite immediately on the round of attack and 1 additional bite each round until the spell ends. The first bite automatically hits, causing damage 2 plus poison. The target must make a fortitude save against the spell check DC or suffer the poison of an Asper Adder. We're going to go with an adder because I like black adders.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you roll your arrow damage, and then we'll roll the adder damage.
Okay, so the arrow damage... It's a D6, right?
Okay. Yeah. That's. Let's see, and then let's see which one this is against. Against number. That's a killing blow. What? Tell us what happens.
Oh man! Wait! It's the snake. Oh, so she hits it right in the shoulder and it coils. Oh no, it's a kith. It's not. I'm thinking damn camels. Oh yeah, she hits him right in the shoulder and it strikes him right in the neck. It bites him in the
the arrow hits him in the shoulder and then the asp reaches a adder, strikes into the neck. Love it.
That's it.
Okay, and let's see. I think Hammy had a hit.
So what happens to the kith?
That's a killing blow. It dies.
Okay, how does it
Oh,
die?
sorry. You're asking me what happens to it? It hits the ground and it starts hissing and like bursts into this vapor.
The same way that the camels did? Or
No, they went into goo and flowed in between the
We might be seeing different forces at work here.
that's hence why Gib's asking. Right?
Yeah.
He's the wizard. He knows
I know my metaphysical stuff.
Transformations.
Yeah. What's Hammy's damage?
Hammy did 5 to him.
Oh, Hammy did 5.
Hammy did 5 and Gerda did
another
4.
killing blow. What happens to this one? Did Hammy shoot him?
Yeah, crossbow.
Oh, crossbowed. And the same thing. So what happens with the crossbow to kill
Gets
this
him
kid?
right in the throat.
Oh, okay.
Classic Hollywood.
And he clutches at his throat. You know, this gray saliva bubbling at his lips as he collapses into a heap and then bursts into this weird vapor. Radiant, looked like you had a crit.
Yes.
Let's see. What is your crit table? Are you still crit table 1? I guess you are.
It says crit table 2.
Crit table 2, eh?
4 on a crit table 2.
Should be crit table 1. I am checking. Wizard. Crit table. You're always crit table 1. Wizard's always crit table 1.
Okay.
And your crit die, you're level 3. Is a D8 if you're level 3.
And that's what was rolled, so I got a 4 total.
4 for your 4 on the crit.
Yep.
When you shoot your bow at this guy and the arrow is short, it like hits the stone flagstones of the floor and like ricochets up right into his knee, doing an additional D4 damage. And now, and he starts, and he grabs his knee. You know, it's ruined. That knee.
That's a total of 4 points.
But it's not a killing blow.
Yeah. How much damage did you do total?
Total of 4.
No, it's not a killing blow.
Nice shoot.
Maiming blow.
It was a maiming blow. You maimed him.
Okay, so I guess Gib's gonna go. You want to the warrior want to finish him off, or Gib go for a shot?
Let Gib shoot.
Yeah, the damn wizards. They're not good at many things.
You're level 2 or level 3?
Level 3.
You do get a +1, but that's only an 8. That's a miss.
Yeah.
But just barely. It like sails over his shoulder.
Okay,
right,
warrior.
Horace, do your work.
Horace is going to run and see if he can't finish this guy off. 12.
That's a hit. Roll your damage. Actually, that's +5. Is that the deed die there?
Yep. 7 points.
Oh, only 7 points? That's a killing blow. What happens?
Horace comes running up to finish the last guy, takes his sword, and just slices him in half from his third leg all the way up.
Okay.
Like third leg.
An ascending cut.
Yep.
Interesting.
So when the bone dragon or whatever it was said that there's 2 different realms, did the dragon mention that there was going to be a difference between the realms, like traveling from one to the next does something, or like there's a dividing something or other? Or
No, the only thing the dragon did tell you is that neither he nor his lover can pass the wall.
Okay.
But he didn't tell you anything more than that. Right. That was well.
Did anybody get hurt?
Well done.
Oh yeah, Nils needs some healing. Am I right?
Yeah, I got hit.
Well, you're a wizard, so no disrespect. You just don't have a lot of wounds to spare, is all I'm saying.
Right.
Let me see if I can do well here. It's still a 15.
Wow. Nice rolling, Tex.
Hey, I've rolled shit before. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it tonight. That's all I'm saying.
You should. Let's see. At adjacent, I believe.
Yes, that should be at least
15 is 2 dice. 2d4, Nils.
Okay.
2d4 for Ridian. All right.
By the way, did the kith come from ahead of us or from the room with the hole in the ceiling?
They came from the passage that was leading to the east.
Okay, so where we're going?
Oh, so we just we went to something else then.
Right.
That's
and
why
now, can you guys give me just a second?
Yes, if we're out of this goddamn maze, you take your time.
So interestingly enough, guys, the room that we just got attacked in is the same distance to the right, going east, as the other one that we got attacked.
Yeah, if you actually look at the map, while the pathing isn't symmetrical, all the rooms are symmetrical.
Right. So yeah, this is like the divide, the defending of that side, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
So this other side that it's full of spitty, corporeal things.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. As opposed to the ghostly things, the gray, misty things we had to deal with coming in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it could also be that Mr. Bug Eyes we saw just likes to change it up.
True. That. Or it could just be coincidence.
There is no such thing as coincidence in adventure, just a lack of information.
Hmm.
You haven't played enough hex scrolls yet. Okay, I am ready. Sorry, I just needed to update my map with my notes.
Well, that just means we might possibly have entered into another realm, so no complaints from us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You are in this other land. Where is the land? No,
I hate it already.
I want to go home. Here we go.
We're trying. All I see is the same old land. Am I missing something, or is this correct?
Yeah, I'm about to reveal something.
Okay, I just want to make sure I hadn't messed something up.
Let's see.
By the way, I've been anxiously awaiting a hassle-free order because it has a new figure for Sister Gerda in it.
Ooh, fun.
I know. Kind of exciting. But now I'm thinking maybe I should upgrade to the Abbess figure because...
Oh, it might be time, yeah.
We're getting close.
All right.
Damn,
this passage that leads to the east goes off some 40 feet, sloping gently upwards towards an exit to the subterranean place. You find yourself standing on a long earthwork berm overlooking a pleasant green landscape. You can hear the sound of running water somewhere, hidden by trees in full leaf. Some bear luscious golden fruit that you can almost taste, even from where you stand. You realize that you're in a great valley ringed by tall cliffs marked with splendid waterfalls. At the top of the cliffs, rather than the sky, you see a rippling surface, like a silvery lake suspended overhead. By the light from this strange sky, it appears to be early morning. Behind you is a grim, seeming dark stone wall, marked with the horned towers every 100 feet. Although fires seem to burn within those windows of the towers, there's no sign of movement. The wall appears to be at least 200 feet high, and the towers rise another 50 feet above its jagged parapet. So you guys are now in a new...
Probably is deja vu. It certainly sounds like it.
You are in a new land. Oh, I need to be on the right layer.
That's my red dwarf quote.
Sounds a lot like the other side, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
And I need to polygon reveal this.
I think we have succeeded on our short-term goal.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
I'm thinking that based on the sheer amount of time we've been traveling, it might be time to take a rest.
Well, I was going to ask what time of day it is because when we entered was it 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock when we entered?
It's about 6 o'clock now.
So we've been going for about 12 hours. It's not terrible, actually.
There you go.
We're fucking heroes.
New lands have been revealed unto you.
This place looks so much prettier.
Like I said, I hit it already.
That's what I appreciate about Nils. He always sees the good in things.
So is this the Kish, the female Kish side?
Oh, there's the lands. I was looking for a big reveal. Like more like a dragon in the distance.
Right. So you can you're clearly on the other side of the wall here. And get to my pointing tool. And here's the
26 feet. Awesome.
The cliff faces, and here's the big dragon, the big wall behind you. And there you can see waterfalls crashing off in the distance off of these cliff faces. And
don't go chasing waterfalls.
There are these green meadowed pastures out here, and these leafy green forests.
I don't like
That's
forests.
What you see.
Purely because I can't see through the forest.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, a little bit more of the revealing for you.
So when the Bones dragon said that they were both turned into dragons each, did you guys get to see either the dragons, the human transferred?
So
one,
the dragon, the bone dragon, didn't actually say they were both turned into dragons, but he did say that he's been separated from his lover by this dragon wall, and the only way that they can escape is if one of them dies.
So
we just made an assumption.
Bones dragon was the human potentially.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do know that he was once a human priest of Bafut Core.
And I'd like to free him to go after Dragora.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, you're hoping to enlist his aid to take out that witch, right?
No shit. Yep. Bitch has got to go.
Mm-hmm.
So what's our plan? To go kill the female dragon?
No.
While you guys are planning, I'm just going to step away. I need to grab an aspirin.
Our initial plan was to go look for the god.
The trickster.
The trickster god.
And that'll undo the whole thing?
No, but he might have an answer for us, or he might have information or something that will help.
Okay.
Because I don't think that we can kill either the bone dragon or his lover. I just don't think that's something we're capable of doing. But that's my paranoia after having led us into a TPK.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think if the other land is any indication, wherever the Kith lady is trapped is probably far east. But what I don't know is where in the world this Hexter god is, or this trickster god is trapped.
Now, here's something to think about. This is a pleasant world. Does that mean everything will smile when it's trying to kill us, so that we can actually eat and drink things here?
Let's hope so.
Well, I'm hoping it's actually not that lethal and we can eat and drink. Like the fruit, I'm hoping we can eat that fruit. That would be nice.
Horace is never going to touch fruit that's gold. He just isn't going to do it.
Oh,
Golden apple of discord, man. Golden apple of discord.
It's like feeding an 11-year-old. It's not chicken wings. He's not doing it.
Hey, golden apple of the discord. Just saying. Trojan War.
Oh, and I'm painting Greeks tonight, so it's probably something I should pay attention to.
And you are Greek.
Good point.
Yeah. Never take a golden apple. It's not good in any mythology.
It never works out well.
I'm going to step away for a few minutes.
Okay.
He's going to go talk to Aaron. You know it.
Yeah, I'm going to step away while I wash out my mug.
I'm going to sit here and stain these figures.
Guys?
Mike, you're rolling a lot of dice. I'm impressed.
Yep.
Is it for good things?
Just boredom. Just boredom.
That's your wand of automatic missile fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've really got to dig Gerda out and get a top-down picture of her.
Okay, I'm alive.
I'm alive.
I believe I'm alive.
Was there anything that the trickster god owned that was mentioned?
Nothing that I recall.
I think all we really got was just a passing phrase that he was around.
That he was trapped at the same time.
And then he was trapped on this side of the wall.
Right, and that he wanted out as badly as they did.
Right. Gibbs just asking because he's trying to figure out if there's a way we could do locate object. If there was something.
Oh yeah.
If there was something that was mentioned about him, or maybe,
well, if there's animals on this side, I'm gonna start talking to some of them. So hopefully that'll work.
Right.
Oh, that's a good idea with the animals. I like it.
That's why I was asking in the last round, because I was going to, if there were birds, have them fly over and tell her where the crocodiles were.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So it's about 6. It's after 6 p.m. by your internal bodily rhythms. Can everybody hear me? Yes. I'm not on mute.
Yep.
So this green pasture stretches out before you, the clear squares, and then these forested woods.
Are these?
Each square is 3 miles, and it will take you an hour to traverse a square.
Is the forest pretty dense from what we can see?
It does look dense.
Okay.
Maybe not impassable, but definitely heavily wooded.
Probably tigers and snakes hiding. Just saying.
Well, we've got a cleric of the nature.
Yep. And she does have woodcraft. So
this this area, these grassy meadows before you are almost park-like, with rolling hills and grasses that grow about a foot off the ground. Wildflowers grow everywhere, scenting the air with their fragrance. And you can see, sort of darting in and out amongst these hillocks, of grass, are these like fat yellow rabbit-like creatures that have 2 little horns, but they're quite fast. You see them like sniffing, and then they sort of bound away.
They're jackalopes.
Baby satyrs, don't do it.
No, they're jackalopes. They're rabbits with antelope horns. And I say we stay the fuck away from them, because I saw Monty Python on the Holy Grail.
What do you seek? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? All right.
Some of the greatest film I've ever made.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's one of Lucas's favorites too.
Well, you raised him right.
I didn't do anything to do that. Just happened. Like when he asked to play D&D, I didn't do anything. He just said, "Can we play D&D?" And then I was his DM, and he never wanted to play again.
Oh no!
I wonder how that happened.
How did that happen? I don't know.
Yeah, weird. Funny.
D&D is a cruel and fickle mistress.
Yeah, that's what they say. The ones that are the GMs that fuck everybody over. That's what they say.
That's what they say, yeah.
Okay.
Well, apparently I'm still playing in my father's game, so.
And Brian is not a pushover GM. He's a, you fuck up, you die in his games.
I should know. The only reason I haven't died is because my wizard conveniently learns the right elemental spell at the right time. I have to hardcore metagame him to win.
Okay, so these rabbits went running away from us.
You see them sort of darting around. I don't know if you've ever seen rabbits in a field. But
absolutely.
Like
I have rabbits all around outside.
And it's not. This place is not like covered with them, but they're numerous.
It's like you look and all of a sudden you realize there's one.
Right.
Well, we're not going to go approaching them or shooting at them. We're going to try to not mess with them if we can.
And we're going to observe if they start to like gather together.
In a horde, a vicious bucktooth.
Then we're gonna worry about things.
That is never good when the jackalopes gang up on you.
When the jackalopes swarm.
When they start swarming, we start running. Into the forest if necessary.
We've gotten so much more cautious in our old age.
Sorry, Nils. I think you had a question.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I missed the beginning of your story, Aaron. Was that you were talking about Lucas playing?
Oh, wanting to play D&D, like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something.
Okay. And somehow you were in form.
Mike and I played D&D with him for a couple of sessions, and Mike always derides me for being a difficult GM. And Lucas shot into a melee and fumbled and killed one of his companions. So, and that was that.
Sounds like a difficult player to me.
Yeah.
Difficult player.
User.
Yeah, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a glitch. I think that was intent.
Okay, what are you guys doing here?
I think we should move through the woods, or should we want to go all the way to the north? I think through the woods is our best bet.
I never like going through woods because visibility goes to zero.
So we're below the woods horizon and can't see past it. Is that correct, Aaron?
Yeah, you can't see through those woods if they're kind of blocking your line of sight there further to the east.
And the entrance to the cave that we just came out of doesn't look like there's anything we can climb up to get a view.
You could try to climb the. I'm just moving your markers. I'm going to put a little mark here on where you appeared with the cave.
Nils could spider climb up the side.
You could climb the only climbable space near you is the wall.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the wizard to get a good enough spell cast that he can scale up it and see if there's anything to. That's what Gib asks of the wizard.
So I'm going to call and see what we can see in the castle windows.
I think the idea is to climb higher so that you can see further to the east past.
Oh, I see. Right. Above the
But if you feel like climbing up to one of those windows and peeping in there, you never know.
I think you get your head blown off if you do that. It's designed to keep powerful beings in place.
Horace will catch his head if it blows off. It's okay.
What are you guys? Are you casting spider climb?
Yep.
Yay!
So I got a 17, which means I have 6 eyes to start off with. Okay, so I am extremely skilled at climbing, gaining a +20 bonus. But
if I get one more point, Hammy, I can actually have my completely climb completely vertical surfaces with no handholds as a spider. So it doesn't sound like I'm able to do what we want to do unless I get a luck point.
Well, you could always.
Okay, that'll put me to luck of 12. All right. You actually have 2.
Okay.
2 to your roll. 2 more to your roll. So it's a 19.
Well, don't give it if it doesn't make a difference.
It does.
Oh, okay.
What I mean is that for halflings burn 2 luck at a time.
Oh, right. Yeah,
no.
Right. Correct.
No other way.
Okay.
One for 2.
We
One
get
for 2.
luck for their burning of 1.
Okay, cool. Go for it, wizard. Start climbing.
How long does it last?
Yeah, so how long does it last?
You can ask that. Duration is 1 turn per caster level, so I've got 30 minutes.
Hey, Aaron, was there any residual effect from that slimy crap we got in our mouths and our eyes?
Yeah, I mean, you have this weird waxy coating on the in your mouth and your eyes. It doesn't feel good, but nothing's happened yet.
Okay. Well, I know the yet is what bothers me. So when we're ready, I have neutralize poison / disease.
Ooh.
Fancy.
That's one of your spells, eh?
That is one of my 2nd level spells I got when I hit 3rd level.
So, Rydian, this wall is 200 feet high. It will take you at least...
Well, he doesn't have to get to the top. He just has to get above the tree level.
Okay. You can climb up for 10 minutes. Okay. So you climb. You get about halfway up the wall in the first turn of your spell, and from here you can see.
You can see our house.
I can see your house.
I can see your house in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's what we needed to know.
Actually, well, you can see everything.
You can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I can see for miles and miles.
I think that's Star Lake.
Yeah, sorry about the text on the map. I didn't have time to clean that up.
What are you complaining about? I like it.
Is that a house down there?
There's some kind of structure.
It's a structure.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say the trickster god we're looking for is either on this shiny mound or underneath the lake.
The mound does lead me to...
In fact, hang on a second. I can tell you what that structure looks like.
A handout! Woo!
Handout!
Oh, I'm just going to tell you what it looks like. It actually looks like a palace, like a castle. These rising spires and.
Well, if you were a Kith princess, where would you live?
Well, if I were a trickster god, where would I live?
What do you guys want to do? Niels, do you want to climb higher or do you want to head back down?
How far is he from one of them windows?
I will climb. Yeah, how close am I to the windows?
Make a luck check.
That's not going to work well. So I did not roll under my luck. That's what we were doing.
Yeah, under your luck. What's your luck?
8.
8? No. So
yeah, that's why I always roll a D4 for that.
It would take you at least 2 turns to get to one of those windows.
Yeah, no, I'm not. So I'll come back down.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I say we head south, sticking to the wall line.
Grassland and not going to the forest. I agree.
And keeping an eye that there's no mounting bunnies.
But what if there's a teddy bear picnic and we're missing it?
We'll keep on missing it.
Horace wouldn't know the difference between a teddy bear and a bear, so. Horace agrees with our wizardy friend Gib.
We go 1 square south.
Sorry, I was on mute. Okay, you can travel. That takes you an hour. It's now 7 o'clock.
Or is there any like sense of night and day in this realm?
There is not. It's like morning. It's like dawn's early light on this side.
Luckily, it makes for pleasant sleeping.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue traveling?
I think we could probably go maybe 1, 2 more squares and then camp.
I think you were correct.
On the bright side, it sounds like we don't need to make a fire.
Why don't you go ahead and move your additional squares as you wish?
Yeah, I'd say park it there.
Because I just remember we went just a little long trying to get back from the cave, and we were wearing out.
Yep.
Yeah. This has been a long day for you. A long and productive day, but long. So now I'm going to assume that you'll be preparing for camp.
Yep. I don't even know if we need to make a fire if it's in that close to dawnish point.
I mean, it could be comforting to have a fire, but that's.
I'm wondering if we want to give away our position.
The bunnies
we are in an open field, but do we want to make it like, if we're already sending up smoke signals, do we want to send up a flare as well?
Oh, I should talk to the bunnies. What do we want to ask the bunnies?
Do the bunnies look natural? Oh, so Gib asks that of the nature cleric.
They're not. They're certainly not normal rabbits, but this is not a normal place.
Okay.
So I'm not unexpected that they would be peculiar.
Right, but here let me.
But they behave as rabbits.
Right, but let me
all that much more reason to suspect them.
For a second. Because it says, Ildevar, goddess of nature, weapons, dagger, mace, sword, sling, staff, sword, any. Unholy creatures. It says mundane animals, undead, demons, devils, monsters, e.g. basilisk or Medusa, lycanthropes, perversions of nature.
Oh, is this a perversion of nature is what you're
it's not that a perversion of nature, but it's not of my world, and it's not of my nature. So I'm wondering if I can't, or it just, yeah.
I guess that would depend on the spell check, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it? Well, do we have any logical questions to ask the bunnies, or do we not want to bother?
That's where the people are that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember the name of the trickster god because it's been at least 2 weeks ago. Does anybody remember?
We didn't get a name.
We did get a name.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, it was Rexticor or something like that.
Yeah, Retromax.
Ah, Retromax, yes.
Ah, Retromax, yes.
There it is. I do have it written down. Yes, we're looking for Aelirth. Aelirth's a girl, and Valgazar was the bone dragon, former human priest. Retromax, the chaos god trickster. Yeah, I'm going to talk to the fucking rabbits.
Well, if the nature priest wants to go try to do that, then go for it.
And I rolled a 12, which I don't think is going to be high enough to do it.
Horace is just looking as good as trying to talk to these rabbits and is just shaking his head.
I think to speak with animals, Peter, was something that we were going to write up, and we haven't done that.
Right. I don't think a 12 would be high enough to do it, whether we'd written it up or not.
Yeah, so they do, a few of these rabbits do approach you, but you're not able to intelligently communicate with them. It's more like kind of like on an emotional level, right? When you meet a dog on the street kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, oh, who's a good boy, or that kind of thing.
Right. A higher level, a higher role might have done more, but at least they don't feel threatened by us.
So does he feel like these rabbits are going to eat us later on, or
no? They're harmless to you.
Horace is still shaking his head that a human's trying to speak to a rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
They might know where there's good carrots.
Well, I guess
we can always try that again later. I have a feeling we'll see more of them.
Yeah, I still don't trust them. So shall we?
I'm with you.
Big pointy teeth.
I mean, it's the horns that get me.
All right. Now, is there anyone else? Okay, I lost my
maybe
last snake arrow is going to go.
Is there something you can try to feed them to maybe like show that we're extra friendly towards them or something?
I don't think you want to feed them, because then they're all going to come at us.
Well, we just communicated the emotion that we're harmless to each other, pretty much is what.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
Maybe feed them to fatten them up a bit.
For the slaughtering later, yeah.
Yeah.
One of them looks at you, Iridian, and its ears go.
Man, what the hell is that?
Also,
I'm wondering if I should cast Stinging Stone. I erased my snake arrow because.
Oh, good. Yes, because it's going to go away at this camping. So, are there any other actions before we go into the camp?
I just want to point out that as I'm looking at the map, if you look right over here, that's not a normal cliff wall.
It's just some art that's bleeding over. It is a cliff.
Okay.
Good.
I wasn't sure if it was a gate going to somewhere else or not.
No, it's not. Here, I'll fix it for you.
It makes it black. All right. Well, I am going to cast Stinging Stones just to see if I can get some more fun arrows.
Okay.
Hey, look at that.
It's not bad. Let's see what that does. I know what I wanted to do. More important than that was to try the neutralize poison or disease on. I already said I was doing stinging, so that roll is for Stinging Stone. I already said that.
You can cast yeah, you can cast as much as you want. It's just more chances for disapproval.
I know. Okay, so I have one arrow.
Tackles in the corner.
That was enough to get one arrow. And I'm not going to burn any of Hammy's luck. Okay, so I'm going to try to neutralize some poison here.
Gibble volunteer first.
Okay, so
pick me.
Oh,
27.
That was, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a 2 or a 20.
I wasn't either.
Carrot can lead a prayer in which up to 4 other characters can participate. All creatures praying must link hands with each other and form a circle that terminates the cleric's grasp. Those that pray with the cleric are completely cured of all poisons or diseases affecting them, and the poisons and diseases are removed from their systems. In addition, any effects suffered already are reversed over the same time frame under which they were first suffered. However, a creature that has already been killed by the poison or disease is not brought back to life. For an example, an ally that lost 3 points of strength over the course of 3 weeks to an ongoing disease will recover those lost points over the next 3 weeks. Finally, all allies participating in the prayer receive a +4 bonus to resist poisons and diseases for the next week.
Damn it! Woo! Who's holding hands?
Me. Oh,
well, if it's the cleric +4, that's everybody.
Gibbs jumping up and down.
Oh, that is everybody.
That is everybody.
We make a big kumbaya circle. Let's go.
Yeah.
The rabbits are kind of hopping in and out like some kind of weird. It's like this weird
Disney cartoon.
Maypole. It's like a weird maypole is happening.
Gib gave everybody some shrooms. That's the problem.
That's it. The fact is, we still haven't left the first adventure.
Right. Still battling the portal under the stars. Okay, so let's go into any other casting happening besides that?
No, I'm proud of that. I am proud of that.
Absolutely.
You should be proud of that.
All of my plans.
Well, my thought was you
Curse
can slowly turn us into goo creatures.
Well, what's my plan? Okay, for camping, eat a ration of food. Recover
feed me.
Someone feed Ridian.
Yep.
And recover 1 point of luck for the thieves and the halflings. Recover 1 point of spell burn for the wizards. Heal 1 hit point. Reset your disapproval. And 1 point of stamina recovery for the soft grasses on this side of the valley.
This is a much nicer place to camp.
Well, for now.
For now, yeah.
You awake on the 7th day of harvest.
It's not the 10th
There
day.
is no spell check modifier, but during this holy day, this most high day of harvest, is the Feast of the Horn of Plenty. +5 to all spell checks concerning food.
Oh, darn it. Where's the cleric?
Well, I'm going to point out it's 9:45, so when we start playing next week, he might be here.
That's true. He may arrive.
Don't go to sleep until... Because I really want to get that +5 to see if we can't get some food and rations for everybody, because we're all dwindling.
Yeah, how are you guys doing on...
I've been sharing some down to 4 days in each of my characters.
I got 4 days left.
Cool.
I have 6 days left.
Ridian has no days left.
Yep.
And considering the fact that we still haven't even found a way out of here yet, and I don't know how long that's going to take.
He's like the frivolous grasshopper, Ridian. And you guys are, and Gibbs like the studious ant.
Okay, so shall we keep on going south?
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you travel 3 squares for me?
Do they have to be consecutive?
Yes, but they can be diagonal if you wish. If you enter the woods, let me know.
All the more reason not to enter
I was just gonna say, makes that decision easy.
Let's keep on going.
Going to the woods. Was that 3?
That was 3.
That's a total Legend of Neil thing. Iron.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna come in here? No. God darn it. Well, you can come on in here. We got beer. No, don't want to. Go. Gosh darn it. We've got 2 beers. How about 5? So are we moving farther?
So as you pass this junction between these 2 hexes, oops, I'm not using the right tool.
Better to
as
use
you cross over this line and move into the hex that you are, as you're within a half a mile of this forest, you see some movement at the edge of the forest. Somebody make an intelligence check, DC 12 for distance.
Not Horus.
Plus his intelligence, right?
Plus his intelligence mod.
+1.
So that's a 9. That's not quite enough. So you see some shapes moving on the edge of this tree line, but they sort of recede back into the shadow of the trees. What do you want to do?
Keep on hugging the
the dragon wall.
Hug the walls.
And not going anywhere. Is that another 3 squares?
That's another 3 squares.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we can start cutting diagonally.
Yes.
It's just coming on noon now. You can move another 3 squares if you wish.
When you go into the woods today, there's 1, 2, 3.
Pretty much.
You want to get okay? There we go.
We're not even approaching those woods.
Yeah, we're staying.
I see that. Yes, I see that happening. It's interesting.
There's probably a bunch of really good stuff in there, and he's just like intentionally mind gaming us away from it.
Well, that might be where we have to go next week, but we're not going there right now. I'm just remembering the swamp and the goddamn crocodile.
Exactly.
So as you start to make this bend in the valley, going from your southerly passage to a more northeasterly one,
with our backs to the wall, looking at the forest, knowing full and well.
We're like the ancient Britons. Don't go in the woods. Or the Romans. The Romans fucking hated the forest.
Yep, because the elite couldn't march through them.
You see a pair of trotting white horses. In fact, they're not trotting, they're galloping, and they're about here.
They're galloping. They're going to be on us in like 5 minutes.
Where's here?
I'm just pinning the map appropriately. They're here.
Oh, okay.
They sort of you sort of see them. You sort of see them break from around these trees, and then make like a hard turn this way. Trying to get around this copse of woods here. And
may I cast?
You may, but I've not finished with the description of the encounter. And pursuing them, you see their pursuers break that same side of trees. And these white horses are about here. And as they get closer, you realize they're not horses at all, but they're unicorns.
I know whose side I'm on.
Horace wants a war horse or wants a war unicorn.
I want a
Horace, you're getting that thing and you'll like it. What's chasing them?
Chasing them are nearly a dozen hunters, and they're riding something. They're riding some sort of creature, but it's flying low to the earth as it sort of squeals around the edge of the woods, from your line of sight.
Did I hear flying?
And in fact, they're not walking, but the creatures they're riding are flying. They're like these great moth-in wings.
Huh.
And you can hear hunting war cries whooping from this pack of hunters.
We got pretty
I'm not talking to the unicorns right away.
You see Horace's eyes just go all like,
and off in the distance, you can see the palace. And I'm going to give you a handout, and then I think we'll call it for the evening because this is a good point.
What a cool place!
Instead of trying to start another encounter, so
but that's a perfect place.
I'm up for going for another encounter.
I think it's a perfect place to end the chapter. I really do.
I mean,
what happens next?
Poor Mike.
That means he has to join us again.
Of course, next time Horace might just go running off after the white pony with the horn.
Riding that horse.
It's a pony with the unicorn's horn. Like,
it's a horse with a sword.
He's an intelligence of 8. What do you expect him to do? He dreamed about ponies. He dreamed about ponies like this when he was a kid.
I expect you to die, Mr. Horace. Okay, I just about have your handout ready for you. Sorry, it's a large 2-panel affair.
Hey, we're willing to work for everything.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it definitely sounds like this side of the wall is a lot more lively.
Well, it doesn't have a bone dragon eating everybody.
There's that. And there's life.
Oh, I'm wondering if these moth riders are dressed like those whack jobs in the circle we killed. The guys who were in the rocks, remember them?
Oh, the Faruqian thingy.
Yeah, the caveman lizard thing.
Yeah, they're like sort of Neanderthalish.
Yeah. My guess is they're Kith.
Yeah, Gib thinks that they're Kith.
Just based on the fact that it's...
But they're the corporal Kith that came at us. So
as opposed to the illusionary ones we fought earlier.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying that they are.
Oh yeah, because they disappeared differently than the globules.
Right. So it's like they're Kith that like exist in whatever form.
There you go.
Ooh.
And you can click on the magnifying glass to make it bigger. I believe, yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Look at the moth riders.
So there you can see these kind of moths. These moths, these huge giant moths that are being ridden by some humanoid shapes. And off in the distance, you can see the palace that Rydian could see from his vantage point high atop.
Between dreams and worlds, the band rides moths to the palace on the hill.
Between dreams and worlds, the band rides moths to the palace on the hill. Right. So that's the DCC band of adventurers. They use some of the same characters in some of their art modules to modules.
Yeah, and sometimes some of them die.
And
so Gibbs having like a super crazy like freak out because he's like, "Oh, whoa, man! All these shrooms."
I knew I shouldn't have taken those weird caps from underneath the King's Spire. Those things must have gone bad by now, man.
Horace just wants his pony.
There's none of that left, right?
Drugs does not control you.
I don't think there's any of the mushrooms left. Peter, do you have any left?
I have one set of healing mushrooms on Hammy, and I have one set on Gerda. Yep.
But not the really good stuff.
But what about the... Oh, okay.
No, these are just the healing mushrooms. The really good ones we use the last of in a fight. What was that?
When you taste sunlight.
You taste sunlight and you see the ponies that are now before you.
Yeah, I just have the healing ones. Well, this is pretty cool. I have a feeling we're going to have to befriend these guys on Mars.
2 unicorns, 11 moths, high noon. Well, I mean, 2 unicorns. The hunters take 1, I get 1. I'm seeing a deal here.
But they're unicorns. That's what Deckard dreams of. He dreams of unicorns. How can we harm them?
Horace didn't say he wants to harm one. He wants one.
Yeah, I'm guessing the hunters want to harm him.
Well, I'd save one of them from a terrible fate.
Unicorn. You have to be a virgin maiden.
Okay, guys.
But the unicorn has a sword.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an important question, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what is it? Your important question.
Is it a logical place for her to suddenly become 4th level?
No.
Damn it! I was hopeful.
I know. I was hoping that Horace was
you can keep asking. I mean, what will it would I mean, this is peaceful and serene, but
it's right in the middle of an encounter.
It is in the middle of an encounter, and it's also in the middle of an adventure. So that's.
I mean, Horace, he's a warrior. He just gets bigger muscles.
That's it, like He-Man, Master of the Universe.
Right.
Exactly.
But
so it's not
he also has a Well,
it's not like.
I'll give it some thought, but I'm sure the answer is likely still to be no.
Oh, I'm sure. I fully expect it to be no.
Hey, Hammy's only 1 away, so I'm very excited.
Unless you can find a way to find some serious time to rest, recover, recuperate, and and there may be ways to do that, right? You're just
my question would be,
you were just looking at a palace,
right?
The distant.
With Garrett not being here in this particular session, is he still going to be level 2 when he pops back up?
Yes, right.
Okay.
You only earn experience ticks for the sessions that you.
Well, no, I mean, because the last session he was in ticked him over.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting question. I'll have to think about it, but I probably is. I'll think about it. I don't know.
At the very least, I'm hoping he'll make an appearance next time so he can make food for people. Whatever, whether that's level 2 or level 3.
Okay.
As long as he gets to make food, he'll be happy.
Ooh. Neil's still there? Did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, what did you guys think of the session? Any pros or cons for you?
Unicorns.
How can you go wrong with jackalopes and unicorns? I am glad we did this order, going to the dark world first, because this is a better place to relax afterwards.
It's like taking a vacation from the.
For me, it's like that. We've gone from dark and dreary to really, really interesting and unique. So it feels like it's ramping up towards an epic conclusion.
Like I said, I hate it.
That's a good sign, because Nils hates everything.
I want to go back. One thing I've been trying to work on is my hemming and hawing during the descriptions that I just did right there. That sort of pause when you stop to think and go,
You don't hem and haw much at all.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to practice not doing that.
You seem to have really solid conference call etiquette.
Well, you have to pay attention to that, I think. You know, when you sort of relax and you're just chatting with your friends or whatever, I think it can fall off a little bit. But that's one thing I'm trying to do. So I think I did okay with that tonight. So if you guys notice me doing it, call me on it. I would appreciate it.
Deal.
Cool.
I'm going to drop. Erica just got back from the grocery store, so I'm going to go help her.
Oh.
Thanks. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Talk to you later, Nils. Bye.
It's time for me to post the next installment of Gary's Adventures.
Well, they've been entertaining, to say the least.
Unfortunately, I haven't had time to actually write it. There's still another like 20 chapters of this stupid thing that I have to finish.
Oh my God, Ethan. Writing a novel?
No, I went to my whiteboard and I went from where he started and where he needed to end up. And I started putting little plot points as to how he was going to get there. And in the end, it was a lot longer than it should have been.
It was a novel.
It was a novel.
Well, as long as you're having fun doing that, that's the most important thing, right?
I agree.
And the other thing was when I did a time log of how much time he was actually gone for, he's gone, the time difference, he's gone for several months. So it's a story that has to cover time. So I figured.
Right. Well, you know, as I always say, you can't have a meaningful campaign without keeping meaningful time records.
And never split the party unless the party's already split.